Yo, what is up? My name's Ewan. Quick update on Pulsechain. Right, you see these green dots? Take a look at these green dots, right? If you notice something with them, normally after or on the green dot, right, you get a retracement. So, 22, 25% retracement after the green dots. Where's the other ones? Right. 46, bigger one. That green one you had a pump. But one thing to note, always after the green dot, right? You can see always after the green dot, after the dump, yeah, you would say a pump, right? I mean, here you had a massive one. This was a FOMO buy up to this point here. This was, we know who was buying this, right? But this point here was probably FOMO buying, because when you see a chart gone vertical, that people who are not trained in charting or investing will chase the green candles. You don't want to chase the green candles. This is the opposite of what you want to be doing. You want to be buying on the red candles, right? You want to be buying when there's blood in the streets. I mean, after this green dot, after you had the retracement for that, pumped 41%. After this retracement, it pumped 221, and then topped out at max 327, right? After this green, the retracement after this green dot, again about 130, 140% after we had the retracement for this green dot. I mean, this retracement after the green dot, 128%. I mean, you could say that we've had, you know, this kind of green dot kind of got invalidated a wee bit with this price kept going up, but we had this is still a retracement, right? You can see here the price still kind of went up after it projected this green dot, right? Doesn't it need to be bang on before it retraces, but this retraced back to the projection of this green dot. And every other time there's been a green dot, you had a retracement and then it pumped like at least 50%. This was 50%. Retracement. %. So you had a green dot, dump, 50%, dump, 50%, dump, 321%, dump. What was this pump actually? 80%. Right, so every time after you have the retracement for the green dot being brought on, it pumps at least 50 odd %. And I mean, look at that. It retraced almost exactly down to this horizontal trend line. This diagonal trend line. You can see the golden cross has not been invalidated yet, right? Tomorrow, what day? Today, Friday. This golden cross on the 2-day time frame on Pulse, you'll hear a golden cross, right? And the 21 week moving average goes above the 200 week. Coming to the weekly. No much else to see. I mean, is what it is. You can see we're still in money flow, positive money flow here. See the green wave there, positive money flow, VWAP's down, momentum is up. Big trend retracement, trend reversal. RSIs are split. Lower time frame RSI is heading down. longer is kind of gone sideways. I mean, there's not much else to show you here. If you're selling right now, then it's going to be a mistake because, I mean, you've just seen it. If you haven't sold already, then there's not much point in selling now because you're going to probably wake up and this price will be up here somewhere. I'm sure 50% would take us right back up to 70% for here. Would take us up to that 0.236 Fibonacci extension level. Right, that's on Pulse. Hex. See, money flows heading fucking vertical. Down way. Momentum is coming down to the 0% line. RSIs are coming together. VWAP's down. This is on the free day. On the weekly. Right, this is interesting, right? Look, green dot. Green dot. Green dot. Look what happens after the green dot. You hear a dump. But a pump, dump, pump. Green dot, dump, pump. Green dot, dump. More than likely, it's going to pump. It might pump up a bit. Dump, pump. The same as it done here. Or it will do this, here. You have the dump on the green dot, and then a pump. We've had the dump on the green dot, and now probably going to pump. Look, we've hit the 21 week moving average. We're resting on it nicely. On the weekly as well, red dot on the weekly. Worst case scenario. This kinda keeps trending down. Creates a new lower low and then we'll have that hockey stick pattern forming. But what I will say is the first leg up for the hockey stick pattern will be something that raises the floor. Right now the floor is pretty much where it is right now, the highest traded area. The price has been in this area more than it has been in any other area. See, it kind of traded along here, pumped, traded along here, traded along, dumped, came back up, stopped here on the wick, stopped here, traded along here a bit, dumped, came back up, stopped here. So this is the floor price that we're at right now. Right? So the new floor price is going to be something like, if this price was to dump and create a new lower low, getting rid of the last of the non-believers, if you want to call it that, the next move will raise the floor price, probably like that, something like that, and it'll trade along here, probably dumping down at times but coming back up, pumping, coming back up, and then it'll head off to newer all-time highs. Because when this happens with the price, that's when you get FOMO buying, when people think they've missed the boat. You know what I mean? With these moves, you could kinda tell that this wasn't the bottom. Or this could potentially be the bottom. Potentially. But, I mean, it looks like it's coming back to test lower market structure. It's already tested this high here, this local high. You know, the price dumped below it and then it's came back up to it. You know what I mean? So we're testing this area that we're at right now as the liquidity cycle. We're testing the liquidity here to see if whoever bought here or sold here is still holding or selling that position. Right? That's how it works. And there's nothing else you can really do right now. I mean, if you've not sold already, I wouldn't advise selling, but it's up to you. If you're selling, then I'm buying, so yeah, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. P-Die, right? Let's have a chat about fucking this wee P-Die. I sold most of the PDI, like I was saying in one of the other videos, back into incentive because, I mean, wasn't that a good decision right now? I mean, this shit dumped in one day 60%. See when you have a lot of people like shilling PDI and telling you that it's gonna peg, that's when you need to watch out, right? Because no one of these people I have heard say that USDT or USDC is gonna peg. I mean, why could it know? They were all released at the same time. They're all built on the same shit software. They're all running on the same shit code. Right? And folk just think that, I mean, Richard Hart's already came out and said that PDI is like 36 posters or some shit. That PDI is junk and trash. How do you think the community would feel if all of a sudden Richard Hart starts backing PDI? I know how I would feel. I would not trust him anymore. I would just be like, man, you just done a 180 on what you were saying. Like, if he's trying to test who the true believers are, then, I mean, there's certain ways to do it, and for me, it wouldn't be that way. And I didn't think he's stupid enough to do that himself. I think that he was really, you know what I mean? I think that he was being serious about what he was saying about PDI. So, I mean, take that information and do what you want with it. I don't give a fuck. This is complete manipulation though. I mean, that's obvious. That is obvious. I mean, look at that. And this looks like it's going to go back down and test the lower wicks. See that there? Came up to the 21 week moving average and it got rejected. You're wanting it to hold this level. That's it right now, if you're holding this. That's a long term area of resistance right now because we're trading underneath it. Or support, sorry, we're actually trading above it. See, we're trading above it, so it's support right now. If it breaks below it, then it obviously is resistance. If it can't bounce along the top of it as support and it starts trading underneath it, then that's resistance. So you're looking for this area right now that it's on. But I mean, this is just fucking... just shite. That's shit. Why would you want to hold that? What's the point in holding this when you're like looking at incentive token? I've already showed you in like 2 videos ago the upside target for incentive token. You can get like 170x or something out of incentive easily. Easily. You know what I mean? Like this came back down and retested the bottom of this as support. Largest traded area. We're sitting right on like the floor price right now. This is the highest traded area that has been at. Look. I mean, I'm sure this is where it was. Nah, it's actually quite a bit under where it was released. See in the weekly. RSI's are split, momentum's heading down, VWAP's down. There's no much to say right now. They're all the same. Every chart's looking the same. This is when you want to be buying, is what I'm trying to say, right? Because just as quickly as this goes down, it reverses back up twice as quick. It reverses back up twice as quick. Like here. This downturn here. To here. 56 days. And in 7 days, it had wiped out all that pain and the price gone down in 7 days. Took 50 odd days to come down to here. And 7 days to get back up to where it was. So, that's all I'm saying. Prices are either gonna create a new lower low and then do an absolutely almighty hat trick to the upside that you'll miss if you haven't already got a position. Or this is the dump. You've already seen it, the last dump. This is it. I mean, you can see it in the short time frames, in the daily. We're pretty much sitting right on top of the 200 week moving average. Look, 200 week moving average, we're sitting right on top of it. Look at all these buys. They wicks. That's crazy, man. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.